For this Sun Salutation A and B sequence, we start in mountain at the front of the mat and reach the arms high. On an exhale, we're going to forward fold, releasing the head, hips high, feet firm. Continuing to breathe nice and steady. On an inhale, hands to shin bones, we lift halfway, taking the gaze ahead of us. On an exhale, hands down, we step the right leg back, release to the knee, squeeze the inner thighs in and reach the arms high, coming into our Anjane, our low lunge with crescent arms. We release forward, planting the hands, tucking the back toes. We step back into downward facing dog. Here, on our next exhale, we shift into plank pose. We release the knees, the chest and the chin, hugging the elbows in, gliding forward, untucking the toes, lifting into full cobra. Chest broad, gaze lifted. Hands stay firm, we tuck toes, rising back into downward facing dog. On our next inhale, we lift the right leg high, three-legged dog. When we're ready, we look forward, we step the leg forward, planting the foot between the hands, rising the chest, supported low lunge, stepping up into a forward fold again. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise all the way up, extended mountain, hands to prayer, prayer hands to heart, root down mountain. For the other side, once again, we inhale, arms high, extended mountain, exhaling, swan dive into our forward fold again. Head drops low, neck loose. If we need to shake it out, we do. On an inhale, we rise again, halfway lifting Ardha Uttanasana. Finally, bringing the hands back down to step the left leg back in space. Back knee releases, untucking toes if that's comfortable, arms up high, chest open, front foot firm. Breathing here in our crescent low lunge. The hands drop again. We tuck the back toes. We step back into a downward facing dog. Hips high, chest reaching back. On our next exhale, we shift torso forward, coming into plank. We safely release the back knees, the chin in the chest, elbows in, gliding forward, untucking the back toes, chest up, gaze up, cobra pose. Tucking into the toes, we rise back into downward facing dog. Check in here. Inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Steady, we bring the gaze to the hands so we can bring that foot forward. Chest up. Safely stepping forward again, back into Uttanasana, standing forward fold, head drops. Inhale, rising up like a wave, we reach for the sky, prayer overhead, prayer to chest. We move into our variation of another Sun A. Sweeping the arms to rise up, exhaling, swan dive into a fold. Inhale, lifting halfway, fingertips rooted. Once again, we extend the right leg back in space. We can keep the back toes tucked or untuck. Arms up, this time sinking back a little more. Chest opening more, deeper back bend in your crescent low lunge. Safe at the low back, listening to the body. Step hands forward to plant. Here we step back to plank. We shift on an exhale into chaturanga. We untuck toes, hovering the thighs, opening the chest for upward facing dog here. Tucking toes, we rise high again into downward facing dog, reconnecting with the breath here. Hopping or stepping back up to your forward fold, releasing the head. Inhale, half lift, nice long spine. Exhale, melt. Inhale, reach up. We exhale right back down, prepping for the other side. Forward fold. Fingertips down, chest open, spine long, half lift. We extend the left leg back, dropping to the knee, perhaps untucking the toes, arms reach high, sinking the hips forward. I lean the torso back more. Gaze is high here, head is back far. Again, listen to the low back. I come forward, I plant the hands, I tuck the back toes, I find plank pose. Lowering down on an exhale, chaturanga. I'm going to inhale, come safely into my upward facing dog. Again, thighs and knees floating off the mat. Tucking into the back toes, I lift the hips again, downward facing dog. When I'm ready, I look forward, I hop or step the feet forward, finding my forward fold again. I inhale, half lift. Exhale, melt. Inhale, rise high, upward salute. Rooting back down, mountain, hands to the heart like prayer. Prepping for Sun B now. Surya Namaskar B. Arms at the side, mountain. We sink the hips back, arms extend forward. We tuck the tail. We come to chair pose. Spine stays long, weight in the heels. Breathe. Swan dive on your next exhale. Forward fold. Here we rise again, half lift. We step or hop back to plank. We lower down, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhaling into upward facing dog or cobra. We're going to rise up on an exhale, downward facing dog. Checking in. Right leg lifts on an inhale. Once again, safely bringing this leg forward, stepping it like a lunge. I release the back foot, 45-degree angle. I rise up here, coming into Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. Torso squared to the front of your mat to the best of your ability. Gaze can lift. Shoulders down. Front leg strong on an exhale. I lower down, rotate onto the ball of the back foot, stepping back in a downward facing dog. Breathe. On an inhale, my left leg rises. Three-legged dog. Once again, safely stepping this leg forward, planting the foot. I drop and pivot the back foot. Hips like headlights facing forward, chest broad, arms up, Warrior 1. You can bring in more back bend if you lower the head back a little more. Again, listen to your low back here. Gaze forward, chest lifted. I sink, release down to the hands, stepping back in a downward facing dog. From here, I'm going to once again hop or step up. I find forward fold. And my bookend here is Utkatasana chair pose. So how I started is how I end. Hips sinking back, front ribs pulled in. I inhale, rise high, upward salute. And I end, mountain pose, hands to the heart, rooting down through the feet, spine long, reconnecting with the breath, steady.